I used to charge $200 for an entire room design and then feel guilty about it for a week, which is insane in retrospect. A potential client would ask, "How much do you charge?" And I would completely freeze up. But here's what I figured out. There's something way more important than trying to calculate your hourly rate that determines what clients will actually pay you. And once I understood this, I stopped guessing and started getting paid what I'm worth. Hey everyone, I'm Amelia, and today I'm showing you how to price your interior design services the right way, especially as a beginner. I'm also going to reveal the psychology behind what clients are actually buying when they hire an interior designer. Why it's probably not what most people think. Plus my exact 3-tier formula that lets you charge $700 to $1,000 per room, even if you've never done this before. I promise, once you understand what I'm sharing in this video, pricing yourself becomes so much easier. Let's dive in. Before we even get into the pricing part, there's something fundamental that you need to understand about interior design. And this will dictate every pricing decision you'll make down the line. Here's the thing that nobody ever told me when I was starting out. People aren't actually hiring you for mood boards. I know. You're probably thinking, well, obviously they want mood boards, Amelia, but stay with me here. They are not paying for floor plans. They're not even paying for shopping lists. Those are just the receipts, the paperwork. What they're actually buying are 3 things, and once I figured this out, everything clicked. First, they're buying certainty. And I mean, think about it. You know how you'd never try to fix your own car because you're scared you'll make it worse? That's exactly how most people feel about decorating their living room. They've all been there. You spend $2,000 on a couch online, it shows up, it looks nothing like the picture, or it's just the wrong size, or makes the whole room feel off. I had a client tell me once, I bought 3 different rugs and returned all of them because I was so scared of picking the wrong one. 3 rugs. Can you imagine the stress? So when they hire you, they're not really paying for your design skills. They're paying you to be confident for them, to say, yes, this will work, trust me. They're buying insurance against their own indecision. Second, and this one really surprised me when I figured it out, they're buying status. It's like having a personal trainer, right? You could work out on your own, but there's something about being able to say, oh, my trainer has me doing this new routine. Same thing with design. Not everyone gets to casually drop, oh, my interior designer picked this out, into conversation. And honestly, that feels good. It signals that they've reached a place in life where they can invest in making their home beautiful. I remember one client literally took a picture of me measuring her windows just to post it on Instagram. She wanted people to know that she was working with a designer. It's a luxury purchase, a symbol of status. And third, they're buying the feeling. This is the big one. You know that feeling when you walk into a really nice hotel room and you're like, ugh, this is perfect. That's what they want to feel every single day when they come home from work. They're tired of walking into their living room and thinking, ugh, I really need to do something about this place. They want to feel proud of their space. They want to have people over. I had this client who told me she hadn't hosted a dinner party in 3 years because she was embarrassed by her dining room. 3 years. Think about all the memories she missed out on because her space didn't feel right. So here's what this means for you. When someone is asking about your pricing, they're not really asking, how much do you charge to make a mood board? They're asking, how much does it cost to feel confident about my space? How much to feel proud of my home? How much to stop being stressed every time I look around this room? And once you realize that, everything about how you talk about your services and how you price them completely changes. So how do you actually use this? How does this work in practice? Well, you stop selling the thing and start selling the outcome. Okay, so here's what I mean. Most of us write proposals that sound like this. Package includes one mood board, one floor plan, and a shopping list. That would feel boring for your ideal client and honestly, kind of cheap sounding. But when you really understand what they're really buying, you write it like this instead. You'll receive a detailed floor plan that gives you complete confidence that every piece of furniture will fit perfectly before you spend a single dollar. See the difference? Same deliverable, but now you're selling the certainty they actually want. Or instead of just saying living room design package, you can call it something like the finally love coming home living room transformation. And your description doesn't just list what you're giving them, it sells the feeling. This package transforms your living space into a place you'll actually want to spend time in, where you'll feel proud to have friends over, and where you can finally relax at the end of a long day. I mean, which one makes you want to buy it, right? This is where it gets fun because you're basically giving them permission to invest in feeling good about their space. You're not just selling paper, you're selling peace of mind. Like, I had one client who told me she chose me over 2 other designers because I was the only one who talked about how her space would make her feel, not just what it would look like. And here's the thing. This isn't about being manipulative or salesy. This is about just being honest. Because that feeling they want, that confidence, that's exactly what you're actually providing for them. Which brings me to how you structure this whole thing. The 3-tier package method. So now you actually get what they want. How do you turn this into real packages that people will actually pay for? Okay, first rule, and I learned this the hard way, stop charging by the hour. Just don't do it. I know. It feels safe because you can calculate it, right? But here's the thing. It punishes you for getting better at your job. Like, the faster you get, the less money you make. That's backwards. Plus, clients hate it. They're sitting there during your consultation thinking, is she taking longer because she wants to charge me more? It makes everyone uncomfortable. Instead, here's what I want you to do. You create 3 simple packages. I call it good, better, best, but you're going to have to give them way better names than that. So, your first package, let's call it the vision, for example. This is for the client who has decent taste, but just needs a professional roadmap. Like, they know they want their living room to feel more cozy, but they just don't know how to get there. This usually includes a comprehensive mood board, and I mean comprehensive, not just 5 random Pinterest images, a detailed floor plan, and a clickable shopping list with links to everything. You can charge $700 to $1,000 per room for this, even if you've literally never done this before. I know that probably sounds scary, but remember, they're not paying for your years of experience. They're paying for certainty and that feeling we talked about. Your second package is the blueprint. This is where most people land because it feels like a smart choice, right? Everything from the vision package, but now you're adding more certainty. Maybe 3D renderings so that they can actually see what it's going to look like. A detailed paint schedule for the contractors. Specific measurements for everything. This is for the client who wants to see it all laid out for them perfectly before they commit. And because you're providing way more certainty, you can charge significantly more. We're talking $1,500 to $2,500 per room. And your third package, the white glove experience, this is your premium option. Everything from the other packages, plus you handle all the ordering, coordinate deliveries, manage the timeline with contractors if needed. Basically, they give you their credit card and you make it all happen. This sells that ultimate feeling, the complete stress-free transformation. They don't have to think about any of it. This is how you land those $5,000, $10,000 projects, sometimes more. And here's why this system is so smart. It gives your client control. They feel like you're choosing what's right for them, not being pushed into something. Plus, that middle package suddenly looks like a really good deal when they see it sitting between the basic and premium options. It's like menu psychology, you know? This packaging approach It's honestly what changed everything for me. Like going from charging $200 and feeling guilty about it to confidently presenting $2,500 packages and having clients say yes. But here's the thing. Having the packages is just one piece of the puzzle. You also need to know how to actually land these paying clients, right? Especially your first ones. How to find them, what to say, how not to sound like you have no idea what you're doing. So if you're sitting there thinking, this sounds great, Amelia, but I still need to make my first actual dollar, then you definitely want to watch my video here, where I break down exactly how to land your first $1,000 client, even if you've never done this before and you don't have a portfolio yet. I literally walk through the step-by-step process, what to say in that first conversation, and how to position yourself so confidently that they don't even question whether you know what you're doing. But before you go watch that, I need to know, what's been your biggest fear when it comes to pricing yourself? Are you worried you'll sound too expensive? That people will laugh at you? Let me know in the comments because I read all of them. And if this has helped you finally understand what clients actually want to buy from you, hit that subscribe button because we're just getting started. The video about making your first $1,000 is right up there. Go watch it next and I'll see you over there.